are tuned into the video game pharmacy.
Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of VGRx, your weekly dose of video game news, knowledge, and...
One more time.
News.
Got that part.
Knowledge.
Okay. Know-how.
Yeah.
Was it know-how?
It was
that
know-how.
third one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, who am I?
I'm sorry. I don't know. Hello.
We have to take away his privileges.
And who are you? Yeah, we've given him unbridled hosting.
We have to start rotating it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why? I love it.
Scott, you're
Hey.
you're running out of ideas.
Hey, I'm
All you
Scott.
do is sound weird and weirder every week.
Yeah, but it works.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why people keep coming back.
I'm probably right. Hey,
Right.
Brittin.
Yeah, what's up?
How's it going?
Hey, good, thanks.
Hey, Zach.
Hey, Scott. How are you?
How's it going?
Good, bud.
Good.
Guys, welcome to another week
Yeah.
of Video Game Pharmacy.
Of VGRx.
VGRx,
Your
yeah.
weekly dose of video game news, knowledge,
Know-how.
and
Know-how.
know-how. Yeah.
And banter.
Yeah.
Trivia.
And trivia.
Don't forget that.
We'll just keep throwing
We have a list of things that we do here.
we,
Yeah.
we have a long title.
We have a list of things that we try to do here.
Yeah, good correction.
We barely be able to podcast most of the time.
That's-
Yeah.
We need
that's true.
structure around here.
We all,
do.
we all got here early and sat around.
Yeah, we're kind of... I'm out of it. I don't know about y'all.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Nah, I'm pretty peachy.
Today,
All right.
we're going to talk about Pokemon. Teasers
A
for
lot
you.
of Pokemon,
We're
yeah.
going to talk about Sony executives.
Oh, we are.
Always fun.
Wow, riveting.
Not Nintendo this week. Sony for a change.
I'm already bored.
We're going to talk about lawsuits. We're going to talk about Atari. I'm going to update you guys on the never-ending saga of the new Atari stuff.
Wow, cool.
Yeah,
I
stuff
thought that
like
was
that.
already out.
We have
I know, right?
we have some BlizzCon news.
Okay, cool.
And we kind of have, it's not breaking news because
Yeah.
it came out a day ago, but we have some big news to talk about.
Okay.
What is
Is
it?
that just a general teaser for something to come?
Yeah, or
That-
we can
leave it at that.
Or we can kick off with it. You know?
Okay, that's fine. We let's do last week's trivia, and then
Yeah.
we'll jump in wherever
Yeah,
you want
of
to.
course.
I brought the trivia question last week. I
Hey,
was the quiz master.
You were.
I literally
Yeah.
remember. I literally listened to this question yesterday because I was listening to the podcast yesterday.
Oh, cool. How'd everything sound? Did we do all right?
Zach was really quiet.
Okay. And you listened to the whole show
I
because
listened to
trivia's
the whole,
right at the end.
whole show.
Okay, gotcha.
Hey.
All 1 hour of it.
I heard it too. Zach sounded fine to me.
Yeah, I was listening to myself.
Hey, listeners, give us
Oh.
some feedback.
Yeah,
Does Zach
please.
sound fine?
Do I sound quiet?
Yeah.
Not now,
we'd love
because
to know.
I shoved the microphone in your mouth.
Yeah, I know. I'm like trying not to eat it.
Two episodes ago, it was 86. Go listen to 86. You cannot hear Zach whatsoever.
Did you listen to 87?
I did. It
Okay.
sounded fine.
Okay.
Quit
But-
calling him out on the air or on the.
I'm not
thing.
calling him out at all. I'm calling myself out.
Maybe it's the equipment.
No.
Zach, you should sit in a
It's-
different chair.
It's
next time.
my
Absolutely not.
It's
Okay.
my fault
Okay.
because I control how loud
You
he
do
is.
have levels over there,
Yes.
don't you?
Yeah. So-
he's calling himself out.
I'm calling myself out, if anything.
So I asked you guys last week
yes,
what Nintendo's first video game was.
I said Pong.
Okay.
I don't know if I said Pong.
Dude, I wasn't even able to fathom it, like an idea
Just
of what it.
throw something out there.
I think I said Game & Watch.
You don't
actually,
have to throw something out there if you really can't.
specifically,
you could
I
say
said-
like Super Mario Brothers or something.
say
at least it's
Just say
something.
Duck Hunt.
Bowser.
Bowser.
I'll say Bowser.
Good guess.
I
good guess.
don't even think Bowser.
Super
That should
wrong,
be just a game.
It
It's-
should.
It's a
Bowser.
battle royale.
That doesn't exist.
where 100 Bowsers go against each other.
No.
Bowser Royale.
Bowser Royale.
No.
With cheese.
Bowser battle.
No, please, God.
Scott, don't
no.
act for a second like you wouldn't play that
Yeah,
game.
you're right.
Okay. So I got a couple answers for you because the first one is not. I don't know if you guys would count it as a proper video
Hey,
game.
Brayden, I
or
don't
not.
know if you got the memo. That's not how trivia works.
That's how you do it all the time.
I know.
You're super fast and loose with trivia.
Ooh, yikes.
So in 1972, we talked about this console on the show before, actually, the Magnavox Odyssey.
Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
first
remember
video
that.
game console.
I remember that 100%.
Yeah. So Nintendo.
my first memory
I'm
of
sure
the
you
show.
do. So Nintendo released what you might call a game for that console called Shooting Gallery. It was a light gun game.
Oh.
So it was the first light gun video game type product, but I don't know if you would consider it a proper video game or not. That console was very, very rudimentary. It was dots on a screen. So if you want to go a little further, which I probably would, and I think Nintendo actually considers this their first proper video game. In 1975, they manufactured their first arcade cabinet, and this thing was weird. So it's a game called EVR Race.
Mm-hmm.
It's a horse racing game.
Okay.
It's a giant cabinet, and 6 people sit around it in this big flat section, and then at one end there's a TV monitor, a screen, and you watch horse races play out on this screen, and at your little stations around the table, you place bets on which horses are going to win.
Oh, interesting.
EVR Race.
Wow, I didn't think a gambling game would be their
Right.
first game, right?
I mean, I don't think there's actually money being exchanged, but who knows, dude?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Back in the Disney,
Mm-hmm.
back when gambling was a big thing.
Throw it in some pachinko parlors.
Yeah,
Maybe.
exactly. People
Yeah.
smoked cigarettes and threw some $2 bills down,
And apparently,
and they win, and they're billionaires.
this thing was so big and awkward and cumbersome and complicated that it broke down all the time.
Nice.
These machines spent more time broke down than they did up and running.
Of course.
So its lifespan was not very long,
No.
and they stopped manufacturing them pretty quickly. But I believe Nintendo considers that to be their first video game.
Wow.
EVR Race.
What a
That's
failure!
cool. Yeah. Crazy, huh? If you get a chance, look up pictures of this.
I'm gonna look
It's
it
a
up
weird,
right now.
It's a weird looking thing.
I'm looking up right now.
EVR Race. This has been trivia.
I
TM.
was like, this isn't
We got a trademark on that, right, Zach?
Yeah, right.
On the
Yeah,
word trivia?
I'll make sure it's registered.
on the
today.
word trivia.
Yeah. No one's ever used that before.
We got to monopolize every aspect of this this podcast
Let's do
here, so we
it.
can make that money.
So
That's what this is about.
money.
We have delusions of grandeur here.
What was that game called again?
EVR Race. EVR Race. Zach, what's the thing?
Dude,
that you wanted to bring up?
we have a code name for the PS5.
Wow.
It's called Prospero.
Prospero.
So Gizmodo kind
Yeah.
of broke the story. Apparently, back in June, they got a photos from a unknown source that they're not going to name, and they're not going to post the photos because they don't want to reveal any information about them.
Sure.
But they got photos of the device, and then in August we saw renderings of the device, of like the patent. And so basically, his photos are spot on, and they kind of waited to reveal
Okay.
the photos and this information.
When did this patent information come to the surface? Is that recent?
August, I believe,
Oh, okay.
of this year.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So apparently they're pretty accurate. It's on point. And then apparently demo models are out to developers right now.
I would hope so, because it's coming out about a year from now.
Yeah.
Is what they're saying.
Yeah.
So we want people developing now for that thing so we can get a good launch.
They're talking about hardware, but hardware's all kind of, guessing here and who. Cause,
Well, Sony has officially talked a bit about hardware.
Really?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, not so long ago, they were talking about, the hard drive they're going to put in it, the type of processor, not specifics, but the type of processor that's going in it, stuff like that. So that's probably all finalized at this point. I would think the hardware, they're just not ready to tell us all the specifics on it. I think they even talked about how much RAM was going to be in it. But that sounds cool.
It's pretty cool. I'll make sure I'll tweet it out later, but you guys should go check it out. It's pretty retro looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? I mean,
That's what they're referencing.
is retro style coming back?
I mean, if they completely kind of go away from this, I don't know what kind of design you would call it, but if they go away from that to like something that looks like this,
Yeah.
then I'll be kind of blown away.
I wonder if it would be gray again, like the original.
I mean, there's 3D renderings that people have made. This is like all black. I would assume they go black, wouldn't they?
Probably. But I mean, if
What if they did like 80s retro neon colors? Would that be
that's
cool?
stretching a little far.
Would that be
Maybe.
cool?
I mean, yeah,
I would dig
I
it.
think it'd be great. Tie-dye.
Yeah.
Let's get a tie-dye PlayStation 5. Scott, did you find it? You were really Googling hard over there,
Yeah,
man.
no, I just didn't say anything.
It's weird looking, right?
Yeah, it's big and funky.
Big and funky.
Big and funky.
Best description
You know what I'm
you'll
saying?
hear all day.
Big and funky.
So, PS5? That's it?
PS5, man.
That's all we got?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, for now.
No, pretty stoked.
They'll probably have an event soon where they blow the lid off that thing.
Do you think when they announce
did that
it,
with the PS4.
Xbox will be like, oh, here's the Xbox 2 1?
I remember.
Xbox 2 1?
Yeah.
1 2.
No.
It's a 1-2 punch.
Mm-mm. It's going to be 2 1.
Xbox punch.
It's a 2.
Because it's the
2-1
Xbox
kick.
2 1.
But the current console is the Xbox
What
One.
if they just name it like something completely off the bat?
Exactly. They will.
They should.
They absolutely
But
will.
let's not go as crazy as like something.
like PS5. I mean, just go with it. Just keep it going.
Sony will just keep that train going forever.
I hope so.
Wait till the PSX. Hey, here's something weird. When they get to the PlayStation 10, the PSX, that'll be strange because the PS1 has long been referred to as the PSX. So then things are going to get
But not
complicated.
officially, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the first time I've ever heard of that.
You've never heard
I never
PSX
read that.
before?
Never heard that.
It's a thing. Trust me. You're just going to have to trust me on this one.
No, I don't know if we could do that here, Brittin.
Fine,
Yeah, we
whatever.
can't trust you.
Hey, while we're talking about Sony,
Uh-huh.
there was a corporate shakeup at Sony a little bit.
Oh, someone got
there was,
fired.
yeah.
No, he didn't get fired.
Oh, I didn't read it.
One of the big guys is stepping down. Shawn Layden is officially leaving PlayStation.
I don't know who that is.
I'll tell you in a sec. This
Okay.
is from the official PlayStation Twitter account. It's with great emotion that we announce the Worldwide Studios chairman, Shawn Layden, will be departing SIE. His visionary leadership will be greatly missed. We wish him success in future endeavors and are deeply grateful for his years of service. Thanks for everything, Shawn. So Shawn Layden has actually been with Sony since 1987.
Wow.
He's been with the company for a long time.
Insane.
And up until very recently, and for most of his career, I think he served as president of Sony Computer Entertainment America. So he was one of the pretty high up execs at Sony America.
That's what, 32 years?
Well, I don't think his entire career was there. He had a variety of roles before he was in that role. But yeah, he was at the
Since
company
87 though.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
He's been there a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
And I guess about last year sometime, Sony consolidated all of its worldwide regions into kind of one development force. And when they did that, his old role was kind of eliminated, and he stepped into a kind of a role overseeing all of those studios.
Yeah.
The worldwide development studios.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's got cred, man. And if you've watched any Sony conferences or announcements over the past quite a while, decade at least, you've seen him on stage probably. You'd recognize this guy's face if he's on. Yeah. So good for him. I don't think we heard at all what he's going to be doing. It's an appropriate time for an executive to step down, right? PS4 is doing really well. He's probably going to hand the reins over to someone else for the launch of the PS5.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
It does.
Good for him.
I mean,
So are we going to have a
Layden watch.
Shawn Layden watch?
please.
It just doesn't have the same ring to it.
I don't have the energy to just fathom that.
He seems cool.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the same charisma that Reggie has. So
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that bit fits.
No.
Nice
The
try,
bit
though.
Fits.
The bit does not fit, Scott.
Oh, dang.
Stop trying to make it fit.
Yo, let's keep rolling with the PlayStation news.
Okay, what else you got?
Sony cuts PS Now price.
Dramatically. Yeah,
dramatically.
tell
Goes
us about
from
it.
$19.99 to $9.99, and so basically
Cut it in half.
PS Now is basically a online service where you can. Is it streaming games?
It's streaming.
It's streaming
mostly.
games. PS2, PS3 games, some older titles,
And PS4.
and some PS4 games.
Mhm.
Not a lot, but PS4 games, and they basically cut their price in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a streaming service, and it works on PS4 and also PC.
Does it work on PC?
Yeah.
I didn't confirm that. I've never seen that before.
You can download a PC app
Okay.
for Windows that allows you to stream on PC too.
Yeah, it's
Which
pretty.
is a little weird because you can play some fairly modern PlayStation games on PC in
Yeah.
a roundabout way, but it's streaming. It's not like it's running.
I mean, that's
natively.
pretty big though because this basically competes with Xbox Game Pass now.
right.
You know.
Xbox Game Pass, I guess, is a little different because you download all those games, but they also have xCloud that they're working on. I don't know if we know a whole lot about that yet. But
I don't know.
Microsoft is working on their own streaming tech for Xbox. And then, this as well, Google Stadia is about to launch.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of competing streaming platforms all of a sudden. And this is probably something they had to do because, I don't know, they've had this PlayStation Now going for at least 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's ever been a huge revenue stream for them.
I mean,
So-
we haven't heard anything from that. you
Yeah.
know?
So along with this announcement, they also added some pretty recent games, which is not what this service is known for. Typically, it's been older titles from legacy consoles and then earlier PS4 games. But they did just add GTA 5, God of War, Uncharted 4, and Infamous Second Son to the service, which kind of makes me wonder what PS4 games were on there before. Because these are kind of the flagship PlayStation titles, I would say.
I mean, like I said, it's all older stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to go back and play some games, but now, I mean, $9.99 a month isn't bad to be able to play
Yeah.
all 4 of these.
I mean, you're
if
still going to be
anything.
buying all the new stuff apart from this, though. Like,
Yeah.
Death Stranding's about to come out. You're going to have to drop money on that. I don't think, like, Spider-Man is on the service.
I
that
mean,
would have been a good addition to this list.
It would,
too.
yeah. But I think it's too early, though.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, though. I'm not going to go and do it.
Right.
I'm completely happy with PlayStation Plus and what they provide,
Yeah.
especially this
Is
month.
there a discount for getting PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now? Are they completely
That'd
separate
be smart.
services?
They're probably separate. I
That
haven't
would
heard
be,
anything like
that'd be
that.
a good idea.
I was
to bundle
just
those two.
about to ask that too.
Yeah.
I saw Red Dead and I was like, well, that's an online game, so why wouldn't this provide online services?
Bundling is all the rage these days.
Yeah.
Because then you get people thinking they're getting a good deal and they
Yeah.
throw more money at your face.
Look at Progressive,
We're going to bundle our podcast with
another podcast.
cell phone service or something.
Oh.
Give you a discount.
I thought you were trying to announce something.
No,
here.
of course not.
No.
Of course not. Always irons in the fire, though. We always have stuff going on.
But the one thing I don't know is with the Xbox Game Pass, if you download the games, if they're running off your system, but are they temporary still? Because I don't know if
you mean
get to
can you
keep
play
them.
offline or
No,
something like that?
you get to keep them after the time expires because Xbox Game Pass, they don't have like a month-to-month time period. They'll have like from like the 15th to like the 3rd of the next month.
Oh, weird.
So I don't know if you just play it for that time period or if you get to
Yeah.
keep them like you do with PlayStation Plus. Because
Gotcha.
you go in
Never
and
used
queue
it.
up and just get a game in PlayStation Plus.
Gotcha. And you keep those as long as you're a subscriber?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works on Xbox. You can download some of these games, too, I read somewhere along the way. Certain titles are available to download on PS4. So then
That's probably
you could
behind the
maybe
scenes stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you could play them offline, or I don't know, maybe they would just perform better because streaming tech, while it's gotten really good, I think is still not quite fully there.
Yeah, I could imagine sometimes like I have a hard time like running everything, just a bunch of video content at once. So
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah,
Also, don't you think it'd be smart to add this service to mobile? Why wouldn't PlayStation Now be available on mobile too? As far as I read, it's only on PlayStation 4 and PC as of now. I don't know. They're clearly trying to compete with the other
Stadia,
services out there.
yeah.
I still don't know if Stadia is even a threat or worth competing with. We'll see.
Hang on, Scott. Did you play Stadia?
I did.
You talked about it a couple shows ago, yeah.
I played at PAX.
And what do you think again?
I played Doom.
You think it's a competitor?
It-
Let's leave a show floor demo off the table.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think it's a competitor?
I didn't feel like I was playing anything different.
Well, that's a good thing. I
That's a good
suppose.
thing, yeah.
I just felt like I was playing Doom. Like every game that I played, I didn't feel like I was playing something new or different. I just felt like I was just playing a game on a controller.
Okay. And
The controller felt nice.
yeah.
It was a nice fit.
And the selling point, I suppose, is you don't have to buy a console and you can get that experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
pretty good.
Like literally, I was just playing a game, and it didn't feel like I was playing anything different or new or.
We still need to see how it works in the wild on our chunky internets at home.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't pay for like 100 megabits per second internet. So
Well,
I don't know if
they
I'd
say
even be
their
able to
base
use something
service
like
is
this.
supposed to operate off 10 megabytes per second.
Oh, really?
While their 4K is recommended to be at like 30 megabytes per second or higher.
Got it.
I got that. I'm fine.
I only have 10.
I could rock 10. I could do 1080.
I could do
It
10,
sounds
yeah.
like. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't even have a 4K TV, guys.
Yeah, they
You
don't
don't need
feel
one.
bad.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I only have a 1080.
Yeah, so we have a lot of streaming stuff coming our way, guys.
Yep.
I'm not gonna buy a TV just for 4K.
No, neither would I.
Stupid.
That seems like a conversation we should have had 5 years ago. We probably did have that conversation 5
we
years
probably
ago.
did, yeah.
But
Talked
it's
about
funny
it
how
a
not
bit.
much has changed in the past 5. You'd think
No.
by this point it really would have become something we want, something we'd go out of our way for, because it's definitely come down in price.
Yeah.
4K TVs are pretty darn cheap these days.
Yeah.
I'll get one as my next TV, but I just don't need a TV right now. So
Well, I mean-
I'd rather buy a VR headset than a 4K TV.
Labo, bro, $39.99.
Nah,
That's all you need.
I think I'm gonna buy the Valve Index.
And vomit
Oh,
while
yeah.
playing Breath of the Wild.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you don't want that.
But yeah, no, I think I'm gonna buy the Valve Index. I've been doing.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I come over and play it?
Yeah, sure. If you ever come over.
Okay.
I will come over.
Yeah.
If you invited me.
Scott,
sure.
what do you want to talk about?
What do I want to talk about?
You've looked at this list. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about how tired I am today.
That's not going to work
I
for,
thought you
for
said
this whole
tie-dye.
podcast
Oh,
thing we're
sorry.
doing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Did you say tie-dye?
Oh,
I'm
you're
gonna-
always wearing tie-dye.
Wow.
I know. I'm
I'm gonna be
Such a
laying on
guy.
a bench for the next 8 hours and 2 hours.
That's not on the dock. So what
Oh.
else you got?
I think it feels like bantering a little bit.
I do.
Yeah? What do you wanna
do,
banter
you,
about?
do you guys just want to
It's
like...
fine. No. We're good.
Okay, all right.
Can we talk about GDQX?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
You go for it.
Okay, cool. I've been watching a lot of the VODs.
Okay. Wait, first off, X, what does that stand for?
VGRx.
Yes, cross branding.
GDQX is it stands for Games Done Quick.
Express.
Express.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Basically, it is a GDQ that happens over the weekend-long event that is TwitchCon.
Got it.
So it's the same, basically same exact premise. It's a 24-hour stream for however long they're up.
This is not new. This has been done before.
This is done last year. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And it's fun. It's just a quick little GDQ to kind of whet your appetite until
between the bigger events.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
and I didn't get to watch a ton of stuff live. But I'm watching all the VODs and they're great.
Cool.
Yeah, I popped into the Zelda 2.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed.
Shut up. Are you just all you're doing is like throwing eggs at me? Right?
I looked at it. I was like, "Oh, this is all right."
I
And it left.
I half of me wants to jump into this conversation. Half wants me to say like,
Jump in, Brittin.
we've had it before.
Get
this
in
conversation, it's pointless.
Get in here with us.
It's pointless. You guys look at 8-bit games and
Well, 'cause-
instantly dismiss them.
Okay,
there's pretty much all there is to it.
Let's bring everything let's bring everything into the spotlight, man.
everything, man.
Yeah.
So we were having a conversation, obviously off the air, about Zelda 2 and its contribution to the gaming industry.
It started
and, like,
Which
gaming
is probably
culture.
about 0%.
We all jumped into this stream and we got chatting a little bit.
Yeah.
Which, hang on, before we start talking about that, I will say it was really cool because they had a dude who was playing piano live
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
all
That
the
was rad.
music,
Yeah.
which was
I did
super
dig
dope.
that.
But
That game has a great soundtrack.
that was it. I literally popped it on and I listened just to the music, and
That's
then
too bad.
I watched the gameplay, but it just did nothing for me. It
I
did
don't know what
nothing
to tell
for
you.
me. It has nothing to do with how old
It's
the game is.
impossible for you in your brain to
Uh-huh.
connect that game and what it did to the time that it came out. And
Yeah.
that's what's revolutionary about it. That's what's so important about it.
There was
It's just
nothing important
30
about it.
years
It was
ago.
a garbage game.
Look at
so-
what it was coming out 30 years ago.
Garbage game. But
And
yeah,
and
whatever,
and
it's
what
fine.
had come before.
Which is basically trash, just like it.
see what I'm saying, Zach? That's why
I mean, I agree.
that's
with
why
him,
I think
so.
that's why I think this conversation is kind of
Basically hot
pointless.
garbage.
I mean,
but,
I think we
whatever.
can still have a conversation about its cultural impact.
Which you guys think is non-existent.
I mean, I don't think it's as significant as you think it is, because you think
It
that
is.
the ideas that that Zelda 2 pioneered has basically been copyrighted and taken instead of built upon.
Not copyrighted.
Copyrighted as in air quotes, because it's not literally copyrighted,
No,
but people are using
Just
the same
adapted.
things. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I do.
Stole, if you will.
Here's
is
the most
word.
important thing in my mind that Zelda 2 did for the gaming industry. And Zelda 1 did it too, to an extent. It threw players into a mysterious world with almost no direction, almost no explanation, and forced you to make of the world what you will and slowly understand more and more about how it works, how the mechanics work, where to go, what to do.
They don't tell you where to go.
There's no
or
map
what to
markers.
do.
There's no world map. There's nothing in there.
You have to guess.
Here's where the direction comes from. You wander around towns and have conversations with people, and conversations start to point you in directions. You hear rumors of a cave to the east, and through it there's a desert palace, and there's an item in that palace that has some kind of power. Things like that. It's like
There was literally a part in the
it
game.
feels like you're actually wandering through real places and having conversations. And
So it's
it feels like an
basically-
adventure, and that sense of adventure is very rare in video games. That
So-
sense of non-handholdy adventure. I point to the Souls series specifically because it does something very similar.
Is it like the Souls?
Yes, it is.
version?
Yes,
Okay.
it really is.
Okay.
So in Dark Souls, they drop you into a very hostile world with very little direction, very little tutorial, and you have to find your way through and slowly learn how this place works.
Yeah, but
And what I call that, I
Yeah.
have a very specific description for that. I think it's respectful. I think the developers are respecting the player's intelligence. They're expecting the player's
I can agree
abilities.
with that, yeah.
Most games don't do that. Nowadays, you have developers giving you hour-long tutorials with text bubble after text bubble, explaining every single
Kingdom
mechanic to
Hearts.
you. That sucks.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts.
Instead of trusting you to spend a little time with the game and figure out how it works. That's so rare. And Zelda 2 did it 30 years ago. And a lot of games today can't even figure that out. That we play a lot of video games. Most people that are quote unquote gamers play a good amount of video games. And we can figure things out on our own. They don't trust us to. They're like, oh, if you miss this one detail of a menu in combat, you're going to be lost and you can't handle the rest of this game. Yeah. It's insulting. I like it when a developer respects your intelligence.
So basically,
there's literally a part in the game where you have to run through a maze, drop in a random hole, find a kid, bring the kid back to the village just so you can get into a new temple. But they don't tell you any of that.
That's at the very beginning. And if you talk to the people in the town, they talk about a missing boy. I think they may even give you vague clues as to the direction he went, like north maybe. And yeah, you find him in a cave near the beach and you bring him back to town and you get a reward for it. That's cool quest design too. Let's talk about quest design.
Oh my god!
I'm all about it. I'm fully in right now.
Tell me about a quest in Borderlands 3.
I'm ready to rebuttal.
You talk to a guy. Maybe the dialogue's interesting, maybe not. You mash A to get through it, and then a quest marker appears on your mini map, and you walk toward that map and shoot something, and then you walk back to the guy.
Yeah.
Isn't it a little more interesting to have a conversation with somebody and get an idea of what you're supposed to be doing, and then go figure it out on your own?
No.
Okay.
No.
To each their own. It goes back to that idea of respectful game design.
I mean, I think it has confirmed what I was thinking is that it's the idea that the game portrays and what it gives off is more attractive than like the actual physical gameplay.
I happen to love the combat in those games too.
Really?
Yeah.
It literally reminds me of a better version of Wand of Gamelon.
No, you're an idiot.
No,
it's
I'm not.
The combat is so tight in that game, and every enemy you encounter, you have to fight in a specific way.
Yeah,
it's really good design. There's high-low attack, high-low guard.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
then as you progress through the game, in most of the towns, you meet a military general guy that teaches you new combat maneuvers. So you end up getting the down thrust, you get the up thrust. There's also a wizard in every town that teaches you new magic spells. And here's something interesting. Think about the magic in Zelda games. You played a lot of Zelda games, Scott, right? Think about the magic in Zelda games.
Yeah, of course, magic.
Do you ever use it? Think about like Ocarina of Time. You get this giant like fire burst spell, and it's used in one puzzle. And in combat, you never really bring it up. It's like a one-time deal.
Yeah.
The spells in Zelda 2, you are cycling through them and using them constantly to solve puzzles in dungeons, to overcome combat encounters in dungeons. They made all of the combat maneuvers and all of the magic in that game very intentionally useful over and over and over. It's not one and done stuff.
You know what I think?
This is his rebuttal. It's very
to end
good.
this conversation.
I see your point.
I mean, I get where you're coming from.
Okay.
I get where you're coming from. I get it.
Yeah.
But I think what we need to do, and what I would like to do, is at some point we get together and we play this game together.
No, please, God.
You guys don't want to.
Please, God, no.
Play together and then record it.
No, please.
Absolutely.
I think Scott has sat down and actually tried to spend some time with this game
I
before.
have, and I hate it.
He just couldn't do it.
No, really.
I don't know what the deal was.
Oh, my God. It's so boring.
It's such a great game.
Maybe I'll have to go play it.
Do you like exploring?
Yeah, I love open world games.
Exploring has always been one of my favorite things in a Zelda game because they put all these things on the map for you to find, little nooks and crannies and hidden items and stuff. And it's the same for like a Souls game. There's hidden stuff everywhere. I love exploring, and this game does it really, really well.
The question is are we spoiled nowadays? Because a lot of what a game is, I love open world, I love exploring, I love Minecraft. Right. Minecraft's not the greatest looking thing. Sure. But the aesthetic of the game plays a huge role in whether or not
You're just going back to graphics.
Like it. I'm not saying graphics. I'm just saying aesthetic. Minecraft doesn't have great graphics. Yeah. But I like its aesthetic.
I personally think the visuals of Zelda 2 are fantastic. But I was born in the not born. I was starting to play games in the 8-bit era. That's kind of where it started. So it holds a special place in my heart, and it always will. Whereas you guys were, you started playing games around like N64, PS1, and those consoles.
I started with SNES.
SNES. Yeah. So okay. Do you have a fondness for 16-bit graphics?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
A little bit. Not like crazy. I don't hype them up and think they're the best thing in the world.
That's
I wouldn't pick them like if I had a 8-bit or 16-bit version versus a full modern 3D game. I still pick 3D.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. And I'm not saying all 8-bit looks better than everything else.
I
but
know.
there's examples of 8-bit art that I think absolutely look as good as stuff coming out today. Just on the design.
Does Celeste count, or is that a little bit different?
That's 16-ish.
That's 16-ish.
That's like a ramped up, modified version of 16-bit art.
I think.
And it's beautiful.
I think Celeste looks great.
Yep.
So
you couldn't have done that on a Super Nintendo, but
No.
it's in that vein. It's certainly evoking that art style. Yeah. Okay, so you can appreciate some of the retro art, but
guys,
you do like a more modern flair.
Anyway, GDQX
hang on.
happened over the weekend.
I mean, you brought it up knowing Zelda 2 was going to come
to
out
end
of
the
it.
conversation, if you guys have any opinions on Zelda 2 about the gaming culture, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
leave us some feedback.
Yeah.
We're on.
Shoot us a
I'm
text.
on
Shoot
a
us
one-sided
text.
battle here, so I need some help.
Shoot us a tweet.
We're on everything: Twitter, Facebook. Just
Yeah.
message us, send us a post, whatever.
Please do.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
My brother's going to send a message because he loves Zelda 2.
What,
Okay.
what I'm gonna do is I'll tweet it out right now. What do you guys think about Zelda 2?
Go ahead.
Do it.
Yeah.
Make sure you use hashtags.
Tag some people, hashtag
Yeah.
it. Yep, do it. All right. Let's find something else to talk
I
about.
wanted to talk about GDQ.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you said most of what you wanted to say. Go
No, I didn't even start what I wanted to say.
ahead. Do that before you send out this tweet because I want your unfocused. Wait, unfocused. I want your focused attention on what you're going to say.
You know what? All I wanted to say is that the runs are cool. I'm really
Any standouts? to
yeah. Mario: The 1,000-Year Door. Paper
Oh,
Mario.
okay.
I've been
Okay.
watching that over the past 3 days. A 4-hour speed run.
you?
It's
4 hours
good.
start to finish.
I enjoy it a lot.
Did they break that game?
Huh?
Is it a buggy run or is it pretty much straightforward?
There's a lot of glitches in it.
yeah. Okay.
Like a lot of the chapters, you'll literally like see 2 seconds of, and then they're done.
Gotcha.
So,
Great
I
game.
think that stuff was so cool, though.
yeah.
what?
Yeah. Where they
Speed.
break a game.
It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Where like you find glitches and stuff,
Mhm.
and they can't do anything about it.
Mhm. They can't patch
Yes.
it.
Nintendo can't patch it.
Those were the days.
Back in the day. But anyways, basically, kind of what I wanted to end this on was they hit a new record for GDQX. I mean, there's only been 2, so.
Sure.
But over 3 days, they raised $152,000.
Oh, cool.
It's really good.
And it's 100% of the donations went directly towards the Able Gamers Foundation,
Okay.
which essentially they help like make devices for disabled kids who can't
Yeah.
hold a controller, things like that.
Cool.
So it's very cool foundation. It was a very cool run. Don't forget to check them out.
I like how they find a different charity to support with each of their events.
Yeah.
That's neat.
I mean, it's all good too.
Yep.
Yeah,
I like it a
really
lot.
is.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely check out some of their VODs, except the Zelda 2 one.
Hey,
because
any,
that one was pretty hot garbage.
any banjo?
No,
No
unfortunately, not.
banjo.
No.
That was heavily featured during the actual event, the most recent event.
Last GDQ they had a ton of it.
Yep.
So
Okay.
hopefully we'll get like 2 or something next AGDQ. But
Yeah.
hey,
Right on. Hey, Pokemon?
January 5th is
Okay.
when AGDQ 2020 will be.
I was wondering when it was
Okay.
going to be.
January
I'm-
5th to the 12th.
I'm actually
Orlando,
really
Florida.
excited for it.
You want to go to Orlando, Florida with me?
January?
Yeah.
We could do that.
Okay, cool.
You want to go to AGDQ?
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
That's fun, man.
You want to come?
I would like to. I don't think I can make it work.
He's gonna have a.
I mean, we'll have a 2-month-old at that
Yeah,
point.
go
Not
with-
even.
What's your point?
I guess I don't have one.
Look, you have other kids. They can take care of them.
Is that
Just
how
have the
that
kids
works?
take care of the kids.
Yeah.
We're getting close to that point. My
Yeah.
oldest is 10, so
Yeah.
There you go.
we almost have a built-in babysitter.
Hands-free
Not quite.
parenting.
That's always the goal.
You can start kicking them out now at this point.
Yeah.
They're basically old
Yeah, they
enough.
can
Should be
survive.
all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be good.
Just
I
give
love-
them a knife.
Stop it. I love my babies.
Just give them a knife.
Is this like a Bear Grylls kind of thing?
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, what are you doing over there?
Pokemon.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That was intense,
I wish
man.
that was on video. That was great.
You're welcome.
We got some new info about Sword and Shield. And actually, there's going to be even more because there's a live stream tomorrow, October 4th. And they're going to do it. I don't even understand how this works. They're going to do a 24-hour live stream of Pokemon Sword and Shield.
That means we get to see the whole game.
Basically, yeah. But then they also said they're going to be focused on one area, the Luminous Maze Forest.
Dude,
It's a new area in the Galar
it could
region.
be, maybe they have a lot.
I guess.
Maybe they have a
24
lot.
hours is a long time. They'll
In
probably
one
have
area.
breaks where there's developer chats and stuff like that throughout it. Scott, What do you think?
I'm tweeting.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm not.
Have they ever done something like this before? A 24-hour live stream of
I've
a new
done a
Pokemon.
24-hour live
well, I
stream.
mean them specifically.
Oh, okay.
A new Pokemon game before it comes out. It just seems like a lot of time to fill.
Really, 24 hours?
Uh-huh.
That's what it says.
Yeah, 24-hour live stream. We'll see.
The heck?
That's tomorrow. We'll find out. But apart from that, we did get some other new Sword and Shield news.
Yes.
Just in a general announcement. I actually don't know where this news came from. Maybe an interview with Masuda.
Maybe
Something like that. So we got some details about mechanics and stuff like that. This was a cool one. The game will feature 18 gyms. How many gyms are in a Pokemon game usually? Is it 6 or 8?
it's 8 normally.
So there's usually 8.
So
Can you imagine a game with 18 gyms?
Man, this is like Gary Oak, man.
There also happens to be 18 Pokemon types at this point.
Yeah.
So the thought is, the going theory is there's going to be a gym for each type.
Do you want me to tell you all the types?
That's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
No,
Can you?
No,
I'm going to start holding up fingers. Can you do 18?
Now I'm embarrassed.
No, do it.
I'll help if I can.
It is going to be normal, electric, fire, water, rock, ground, dark, psychic,
Ice.
flying, fairy.
We're at 12 already.
Yeah. Dragon.
Did you say bug?
Bug, grass.
There's only 3 more.
Yeah.
Is
Poison.
Okay, yeah. Is light a type?
No.
No, it's not. Just dark.
What are you at, 7?
No, there's only 2 more. I already did 10.
Okay.
We're at 16.
No.
What are the more recent additions? Fairy's pretty recent. Dragon's pretty
Yes,
recent.
yes.
You're probably missing one of the most obvious
Yeah,
basic
I'm probably
ones.
missing the basic ones.
Huh.
But now I don't remember what I said.
This is fun. Sand? Did you say sand?
Sand is not.
So there's ground and rock,
Ground
but
and
not
rock,
sand.
yeah.
So confusing. Because there's sand moves.
Oh, man. All Pokemon.
No, you're cheating.
Well, now it's going to bother me, dude.
Now you're cheating.
I need 2 more. Get off my back.
I'm sorry. This would be hard for me. Even if it
Oh,
was my
There'd
favorite series.
be no way.
Ghost and fighting.
Ghost and fighting. Yep.
Dang it.
That was still impressive.
Thank
man.
you,
Good
thank you.
job.
Hitmonchamp.
Do you think they'll Hitmonlee all the way? Do you think they'll? Do you think they ever need to add any more types?
Yes.
There's a lot
absolutely.
of types, man.
Just add more. Add all the types.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
Do all
there,
the things.
Keep
is there
making types.
18 evolutions or 17? Evolutions.
I can tell you all those.
What did I do? I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no.
Sorry,
Vaporeon,
listeners.
Jolteon, Flareon, Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon.
Nice, man. So there's still like 7 or 8.
Yeah, there's
Something like that.
There's this many.
Okay. I can count.
I could go.
Good job, buddy.
And then Eevee, of course, but
Right. That's not an evolution.
we'll see. I'm sure that I'd be very surprised if they didn't have a new evolution
That'd be
in the
cool.
new games.
It'd be like dragon or something. Maybe steel.
Dragon.
Steel.
I think it would be more of a basic element type, so like ground or something like that.
Okay.
Groundion.
So speaking of 18 gyms,
Yeah.
they're doing something else along with that. There's major and minor leagues in this game, which I think kind of ties into the whole soccer theme, the football theme they have going on in this game. There's
Yeah.
all the stadiums and all the big battles and events look like they're taking
Soccer
place on
fields.
soccer pitches, basically.
Yeah.
So there's major and minor leagues, and each gym is either a major or minor league gym, and those will vary based on which version of the game you buy. So in one version, certain ones will be minor and major, and the other will be maybe the opposite or maybe just different. I don't know. Yes, Zach, in the back of the class.
I'm raising my hand because I'm very proud of Brittin right now.
Oh, thanks.
As a soccer fan and supporter, I'm so I'm so glad that you used the word soccer pitch
Oh, you are?
instead of soccer field.
I also said football.
thank
so-
you
for what
that.
it's worth.
Thank you for that.
You know,
Appreciate
'cause-
that.
Because
We're American. We say soccer.
yeah,
that's
true.
okay.
That's acceptable.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
But in America, do we say pitch? Or
Yes.
Is that it?
Mm.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
I'm very proud of you.
Appreciate that. I'm
over
not a
here.
sports
Just
guy.
Scott, no.
Sorry.
So glad
No,
this is not
no
a video.
cameras. No cameras.
Oh dear.
That's our title. That's our working title for this episode. Scott, no.
Scott, no.
Does
that 18 gyms? Does that make this sound like a really long game?
Yeah, it does.
But I dig it though. Like I dig like the. I mean, I'm not a big Pokemon guy.
Right.
I think this is probably the first kind of mainstream Pokemon game I'll really play.
Okay, yeah.
But the grindiness of it and a lot to do is really attractive to me.
I don't know that there will be
I'll
a
tell
lot
you
of
what's
grinding.
really attractive to me. You.
If a game is paced well, there shouldn't be a lot of grinding. And a game this long and with major and minor leagues and stuff, they should have it paced and spaced to where you're not spending a ton of time just trying to level up your guys. Your guys, your dudes. So maybe
there
not.
could be issues. There could not be issues.
With what?
How the game plays out, basically.
That's true. Yeah. It sounds like they're doing a lot of things they've never done before.
Maybe you get to choose what gyms you can battle, and you have to at least be 8 of them to get to the Elite Four.
And wouldn't it be cool if you could go in different orders? You didn't have to like take this certain path through the game like it's always been.
Yeah.
Kind of like they've done with recent Zelda games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like that.
Cool.
I hope they're shaking up the formula in more ways than we know already.
It's like the Dark Souls of Pokemon.
So a couple other little random pieces of information about this game. Random tidbit here: over 1,000 people have worked on this game. I think that also just came from an interview. That's a big team for a Pokemon game. I had no idea Game Freak was anywhere near that size. Maybe they've had help outside of Game Freak too,
probably
from
like
Nintendo.
Yeah,
but that's still impressive. Has there been autosave in previous Pokemon games?
Nope, never.
So that's a new feature.
That's huge.
Is it though?
Yeah, that's massive.
It's pretty
Why is that so big?
Because it's like here's the thing about Pokemon is that if you lose any progress, you feel like you're taking such a step back.
Any RPG. Yeah.
So like when you save that game, you save your game 6 times intentionally knowing that you already saved it.
Yep.
Like I remember playing Pokemon games and I would save my game 3 to 6 times before I was like, did I save it? Yeah, I saved it.
Zach's looking at you like you're crazy.
I know.
But this is something all RPG players do that before there was autosave.
Well, you remember back on the PS2 how they had SD card slots, right?
Yeah.
Well, I remember
they weren't SD, but yeah, I know
you know
memory
what I'm talking
cards.
about. Memory cards, yeah.
Yep.
So I remember, I don't know what game it was for, but I put a memory card in there, saved it, went to go reload that game, and it was corrupted.
Oh yeah, those memory cards were shoddy sometimes. You didn't buy generic ones, did you?
I mean, I don't know what I bought.
That happened pretty frequently with the off-brand ones.
Welcome to my life with Star Ocean till the end of time, because that's what happened to me.
You mean the longest game ever? That game? Yeah, I don't remember why I stopped playing, but I didn't finish that game either. Didn't you say your sister erased your save or saved over it or something like that? That happens to every kid at some point.
She saved over my game file, and my card got corrupted.
Oh yeah.
So it was like a twofer. I love that game a lot. It's a lot of fun. It holds a special place in my heart, but
yeah,
it is rough.
I got to give some credit to Nintendo really quick for the design of the Switch. Everyone in my family has a profile, a me that goes along with their profile, and anytime you start up a game on the Switch, it asks you who's playing.
Yeah.
You start up your profile, there's no danger whatsoever of saving over someone else's progress.
Yeah.
It's great. Even my 4-year-old just looks at her picture, loads it up, and any game she plays, it's
I love
fine.
how she knows.
I mean,
Of
I don't
course she
know
does.
about you guys and your guys' family, but when
Yeah.
I start up my Switch, I just start mashing the A button.
Okay.
Well, because there's only
fun.
one profile on it, so.
So sad. Why'd you have to say that?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Do you want me to put a profile on your
Please?
Switch? I got you.
I wonder if there's a limit. I got 5 already, and I'll have to make another one here in the next couple of months. My profile action's
For what?
getting busy.
Your child who's about to be born?
Hey, I put a controller in all my kids' hands when they were like 2, maybe
Dude,
even 1.
I wish
It's
my
fun.
parents were like this.
Watch, I feel like Brittin's gonna be wearing like a tracksuit, like Doc from
doing like the A stance.
Yeah. He's gonna like
Punch out.
His kid's like not even. He's barely sitting up at this point. He like shoves the Switch controller. He's like, "We're gonna get you, Ray, little Mac."
Well, Eye of the Tigers playing.
Yeah. He starts up Breath of the Wild. I want you to beat this game in 2 minutes.
He's like, this is a
I'm training
D-pad.
speedrunners.
This is a thumbstick.
Yeah.
This is Zelda 2.
This is the water.
Now you're talking.
This is the ice cubes.
Hey, my girls love a lot of the NES games that we play on Switch.
Have they ever
just
played
saying.
Zelda 2?
No. Well, I haven't sat them down with that one.
You let 'em
Zelda
try
1
that.
though.
You
for
let
sure.
him try that hot pile of garbage.
Zelda 2 is tough. It's a tough game. You can rewind though now on the it's not Virtual Console. The
Yeah,
Nintendo Classics.
Basically virtual
You can
console,
rewind 'em.
whatever.
It's pretty cool. Was there any other news?
No, we were talking about Pokemon.
We were talking about autosave.
Yes.
You can turn it off, though, if you want to kind of be a purist and go back to the old style. But autosave is a smart idea. And then last thing, no HMs in this game.
That's fine.
I think
there
that's
was
fine,
there
too.
was no HMs in the last game.
HMs are stupid.
Wait, was
I'm kind of over them. Didn't you have to like lose one of your Pokemon's moves just to navigate the environment?
They were permanent things on
and
a
you
Pokemon.
couldn't unlearn them
you
either.
couldn't unlearn them.
Why?
I don't
That's
know
the weirdest
why.
design.
Maybe the reason I think it was because back in the day when you used the TM, you could only use it once.
Okay.
So probably the reason they did that is because, if you like say you had like Surf or something on one of your Pokemon,
Right.
and you accidentally like put a new move over it,
Right.
you wouldn't be able to progress. You would basically soft lock a game.
That's ridiculous.
Because the HM would be gone.
Didn't the HM stay in your items menu though, so you could teach it to other Pokemon? Couldn't you teach it at any time?
Not the older versions. I don't
know.
think. Yeah,
I'm not the person I asked.
But I know what they did is in Pokemon Let's Go, they would make like your hub Pokemon learn all the things.
Oh, okay.
So he would learn like Pikachu would learn like Strength and Surf and I'm sorry, excuse me.
Unacceptable.
And all those things, and you could just do it, and they wouldn't take up a move slot at all.
That's
they would
nice.
just be on your Pokemon.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to
think
lose
that's-
Dragon Rage so I can surf on my Gyarados. You know what I mean?
on my Gyarados.
Yeah, it's not acceptable.
I mean, Surf is a pretty good move. So
Oh, is it?
yeah, but
I don't know these
like
things.
Strength and Rock Smash and like those were all garbage moves. Most of the water ones, like Waterfall and Surf, were like really really good moves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
yep.
Well, it's cool that we don't have to mess with that anymore.
Yeah.
Quality of life stuff.
Yeah, it's all quality of life stuff.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm really excited for the new Pokemon.
Good.
Game, though,
So
honestly.
many people are so down on it. I'm glad you're looking forward to it.
I have a really like sour taste in my mouth from Sun and Moon, and then Let's Go immediately after that. So
Yeah.
I'm ready for a breath of fresh air.
Didn't they screw with gyms in Sun and Moon also?
There weren't any.
What does that mean?
They had what was known as totem Pokemon. So like
Okay.
you would go through basically a cave or whatever, and you would have and like the end thing you would battle would be a bigger version of the Pokemon that was designed for that area.
All right.
And they could summon littler versions of themselves, but that was it.
That's weird.
And then you would defeat it, and you'd be done.
I do appreciate them trying different things, but that's just doing away with gyms,
Don't
which is a staple of
mess
Pokemon.
with
Seems
the
weird.
formula.
Well,
there's
they
no
are
reason
again,
to.
but maybe in a more interesting way this time.
They are, but they're not. They're bringing back gyms.
Yeah.
So make the game where you can catch Pokemon, battle gyms, go to the Elite Four, become the champion. Don't mess with that formula. You got a good game on your hands. Who cares about all the fluff and filler in the middle? That doesn't matter.
I'm going to predict there will be no Elite Four in this game. It'll be something different.
I think you're dead wrong.
It'll be
I think
something
you're
different.
100% dead wrong.
And maybe is there a Pokemon League championship in this game? Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe we're not trying to become the very best
Maybe-
there ever was. You know?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
How dare you?
You know,
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Settle down now.
Maybe if we can battle Ash Ketchum after he won the champion. Now he's the champion.
I
so
know. That was on our doc a couple weeks ago, but we never got to it. So, anime talk real quick if you got a sec. You guys got a sec?
Ooh, My Hero Academia is coming out in like 8 days.
Not that.
Oh.
It's Pokemon. You're sad about that? You love Pokemon. Have you ever watched the series? Any of the animated series?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, are you a fan?
I used to be until they
Right.
kept coming out and I couldn't keep up.
Yeah, there's like 10 series or
There's
something like that.
No, there's like 20 and there's like 18 movies.
I think you're exaggerating a little
I'm
bit,
not.
but maybe not by too much. Anyway, they just announced the new Pokemon series, new animated series, and it's called Pocket Monsters. At least in Japan. Yeah, we don't have an official release or title for the U.S. yet. Ash is in it again. Good news. Your boy Ash is in it, and there's also a new protagonist named Go. So Ash and Pikachu are doing their thing, and then Go and Score Bunny are a team in this as well. So we got a brand new Galar region Pokemon in this game. And it sounds like it's centered on the Galar region, but they are going to be traveling the world, which I don't think has happened before in a game or the anime. They're going to be going to other regions, like all other regions, because Go's goal is to collect all the Pokemon. He's got to catch them all.
Yeah, he has to.
Ash just wants to be the very best. This guy he's got to catch them all.
Yeah.
So
He wants to do what Professor Oak wanted Ash to do years ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
fill up that Pokédex.
Fill up that Pokedex.
But the Pokédex that Professor Oak gave Ash could be easily filled
hey,
up.
are you ready to have
Modern
your,
Pokédex? No.
Are you ready to have your mind absolutely
sure.
just gobstopped?
About how many shows and movies there are?
You
Yeah,
wanna
go ahead.
Guess. Okay, I'll let you take a guess of how many seasons there are.
I would have thought, okay, one for each generation, and then maybe another couple. This is 8th generation of Pokemon. Are we counting the new series?
We'll count it.
Okay,
Can this be our trivia?
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
He has trivia though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say 10 series.
Okay. How
10
many movies?
Seasons, series, same thing,
Yeah,
I guess,
that's the
right?
thing,
In
yeah.
this case, and then 12 movies.
Zach, you just don't care.
Each series of movies.
Yeah, I'm about to blow your mind.
I
Oh,
mean,
you should
so
tell-
it has to be high. Context clues is high.
Just based on Scott's expression, right?
High. I'm gonna go 15 movies, and then I'm gonna go like some 22 different shows.
Yeah,
He's actually right.
he's right.
There's 22 seasons of Pokemon.
Whoa.
19 movies.
Whoa.
Hey.
I'm dead serious. Because I remember them having seasons and then them having a new season, but with the same characters.
So some of the generations had
there were
multiple seasons.
like 4 to 5.
Got
long.
it.
Yeah,
Got it.
It was insane.
That's a lot of Ash to catch him.
It's a lot of Ash catch.
It is, seriously. Because he's been the protagonist since the start. There's been others. Why is that funny? It wasn't that funny.
No, it was really funny.
Thank you.
Because I
Cool.
don't think you realized what you said.
Yeah.
But I realized what you said.
I said Ash,
Yeah, I know.
TYVM.
But that's what I find really funny.
I got you. Okay, fine. Be that way.
That's
A lot of Pokemon.
That is a
how
lot
many
of Pokemon.
episodes?
I'll tell you.
I bet it's still not as much as One Piece, but it's probably a lot.
One Piece is at like 1,000.
Oh, it's way over
Is
1,000.
it?
There's multiple thousands. I don't know for sure. Pokemon, 3,500 episodes.
I want to be the very best.
That's so much Pokemon.
How many episodes in One Piece? Oh, you don't know.
I think there's a few
I mean, I could
thousand.
probably pull it
There's
up, but
1,080 episodes of Pokemon,
Okay,
the anime.
now you have to look up One
No,
Piece.
it's-
too.
I'm on it.
How did we get here?
How many?
There's a lot, you guys.
904.
What?
I believe it.
That can't be right.
One
Maybe that's
Piece
just one
Japanese animated series.
Maybe that's just
As
one
of September
series of
29th,
Pokemon.
2019, there's 904
All
episodes.
right. Pokemon wins. I
Yo,
guess. Dang.
Pokemon on top. And it just
a lot
goes
of
to show
Pokemon.
that they're still going strong.
Yeah,
Like
it does.
the card game's going strong, the show's going strong, the games are going strong.
That new mobile game is even
Yes,
making a bunch of money.
right?
Yep, that's
It's
impressive.
crazy.
Masters.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm sorry. I know we're
That was a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah, that was a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's a good note to end on. How much time we got though? Do we have time for a couple more topics?
We got 8 minutes left.
And then we'll
then-
save time for Poke Trivia.
Yeah, you good there?
I'm just coughing up my lungs.
He's old. Give
Yeah.
him a break.
Thank you.
He's
Thanks,
old.
Zach. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Okay.
Let's see. There's a few other just random things here. Pick one.
Oh.
Anybody. Somebody. Anybody.
We got some BlizzCon news.
Okay, cool.
We
Ooh,
got
let's
some,
talk about
we got some
BlizzCon.
BlizzCon news. So they released some of the things that you get for buying their virtual ticket
Mm-hmm.
to BlizzCon. So $49.99, you get to live stream the All Access channel. You get 2 new Overwatch skins. So Scott, correct me if I'm wrong. It's Elydian Genji.
It's
and
Illidan.
Elydian Genji, and then Tyron
Yeah.
Symmetra,
Yeah.
which look pretty cool.
Illidan's, those are Warcraft things, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they are. So
Okay,
they're World of
gotcha.
Warcraft skins.
Yeah.
And then
I honestly might buy it just for the skins.
Okay.
they are really cool.
They're
yeah.
night elves.
They're not. Excuse me.
I'm looking at this picture. Those-
Illidan is a demon hunter. You uncultured.
a demon hunter is a
swine.
class, not a race.
Yeah. What's your point?
It's a night elf demon hunter.
Yeah. So what's your?
So he's
you called
right.
me out when you're wrong.
Dang, you called me out on my bluff.
Owned.
So in World of Warcraft, you get a Murloc
Oh.
Murloc feed faction leaders.
I think we need a sound effect for that. Murloc.
Oh.
Thank you.
Finduin and Gavanas.
Okay.
And then you get a Wendigo Woolie's outfit.
Okay.
When you say Wendigo, I just think of
I think of Final Fantasy 3.
I think of the creatures
6.
from whatchamacallit.
What's an outfit?
No, how do I
in
not
WoW?
remember?
It doesn't sound like armor or gear. I wonder what an outfit is. Maybe it just changes your
For
appearance.
Heroes of the Storm, you get a BlizzCon spraying portrait and
That game is dead.
and a Celestial Deep Crawler mount.
Not according to Blizzard.
For StarCraft 2, you get 3 Brood War era skins and portraits,
Cool.
and then for Diablo 3, you get players get golden wings,
Okay.
and they announced some more to come.
All right.
Which is pretty
more
cool.
giveaways.
Yeah,
Digital
more
giveaways.
Yeah, more stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're going to tack stuff onto the virtual ticket or what, but it's a lot of cool
So
stuff.
if you play all of Blizzard's games, you're getting a lot of stuff for your
so
50 bucks.
if you look at Brooks, for example.
Right.
Brooks would absolutely love this.
Except Diablo. He hates Diablo.
And then BlizzCon is November 1st to the 3rd.
Can you guys envision any big announcements out of BlizzCon this year?
Diablo 4.
They faked us out last year with
Yeah,
Diablo, so
yeah.
maybe it's time to actually give it to us.
Overwatch Mobile.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Overwatch is about to hit Switch this
Yeah.
month,
Yeah.
but that's already announced.
I think it'll either be a StarCraft thing or a Diablo thing. I think they have to.
StarCraft 2, that was before Diablo 3, so they are. I mean, if you're just looking at the timeline, a new StarCraft makes more sense. But what makes more sense than all of that to me, timeline-wise, is a new Warcraft strategy game. It's been a long,
that'd
it's
be
been
really
a long
great.
time since Warcraft 3.
But what would make that even better if it was on console?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Absolutely.
Blizzard realizes at this point everything they make needs to be on everything. You know, satisfy your
Yeah.
PC fans.
Yeah.
That said, though, they haven't really done a strategy game on console in a long time.
I mean, I don't remember really the last
StarCraft
good one.
64.
Last good one that I kind of played on
And-
console.
And people kind of liked it, I guess, StarCraft 64. But
I mean, I used to love RTS games on console.
Yeah.
Just play them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Command and Conquer on PS1, I played a lot of that.
Command and Conquer. I played Lord of the Rings.
Okay. So you can do it, and you can do it well. It's
Oh, yeah.
never going to be as quick and reflexive as, like, StarCraft on PC.
There's,
but you can still have fun.
Tom Clancy's End War,
That's right.
which is really, really cool.
Yeah,
I really dig that.
I've heard good things.
Yeah.
Cool.
I-
Yeah, I don't know what they'll announce, if anything. It
Yeah.
might just be a paint by numbers BlizzCon, but it'd be cool if they had a big bomb to drop. Not literally.
And then with our continual talking about Death Stranding, we have some
Yeah.
some more news. Kojima tweeted that there will be basically feedback. I don't know if that's through vibration or audio,
Mhm.
but there'll be vibration from or feedback from the baby
In the
Yeah.
controller. Yeah.
in the controller.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, that controller has a speaker in it, too.
Yeah.
And not a ton of games take advantage of that, but yeah, you could absolutely. It'd be like you're holding it in your hands almost.
Yeah,
That's
so-
creepy.
But there's speculation whether or not this can be specifically for the Death Stranding controller
Mm-hmm.
or for every controller.
Got it. Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
I love the tidbits. Hey, Scott.
Hey.
You got a trivia
I
question for us?
do.
What?
I think you guys are gonna like this one.
Okay.
Yes. Cool.
I'll give you. We'll make it a 3-parter here. So we're talking about Pokemon a lot.
Yeah, we were.
If you guys don't know that the actual maps for the games are actually representative of real world locations.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ooh.
we know that Sun and Moon was based off of Hawaii, and we know that the new Galar region is based in Europe,
The UK.
the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the Hoenn region represented?
Is this in the new game?
Sorry, not Hoenn, Kanto. Let's say
Kanto, the first game.
The original. Where's the Kanto region representative of?
Honestly, no idea.
Kanto.
Can we get a continent?
So it's pretty temperate.
Is it like country?
It's pretty temperate there.
It's in Japan.
There's not. There's a lot of grass and stuff. There isn't like a desert area. I don't think.
Mm-mm.
There isn't a snowy area. I don't
Not
think.
really, no.
So it's probably. It's probably. You said it's in Japan.
Mhm.
Are you giving away the answer basically? Okay.
So, is
So
it
you want a-
specific-
you want a
spec-
city?
a specific place.
Yeah, it's a specific place in
It's
Japan.
obviously not Tokyo.
Hang on. I'm gonna throw this out there before you do. That's really good.
Ooh, Duck Hunt.
Good job.
Okay.
Duck.
It's definitely not Tokyo.
So, Pong.
I'm out.
I don't know.
Okay.
I actually
I
don't.
didn't think you would
We'll
know.
find out.
So
Wow.
your guesses are just fun, pointless nonsense, but I like it
Because
anyway.
I'm thinking of the NES because that was their first console, right?
Yeah, but they made arcade games
yeah.
before that. There's your hint.
I feel like I should know this.
It's also not Donkey Kong. Because that would spring to mind, I'm sure.
Game & Watch.
If you're thinking, that was later. This is fun.
I have a question for you guys, but I'm not gonna let you answer it. I want you to let me. I want you to let me guess, and then you tell me that I'm dead wrong next week.
Okay, deal. I'll tell you next week.
All right, cool.
Those are all fun guesses, though.
Thank you.
Thank you for them. Zach, you got anything?
No, I
no.
don't.
All right.
Zach's just like, I'm just gonna shut up.
Yeah. Nintendo. Sorry, it's out of your wheelhouse. I know.
Oof. You want to know whose wheelhouse it's not out of?
Tell me.
You sounded like a Murloc there, by the way.
What?
That's really good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. We can throw that in the episode somewhere. Sorry, I'm just trying to waste 30 seconds here.
Don't bother.
Guess end it.
What?
End it.
No.
We got to hit that
We gotta
1 hour
we
mark.
gotta hit that 1 hour.
We
mark.
have to hit the
We
1 hour.
have to. We literally have to.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Guys, this has been a good show.
How are you?
Fun.
How are
I'm
you?
excited.
Cool. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. As always.
Success.